All right. As I've said many times before, I took a virtual lesson from Mark Baker, and he had instructed me, on how to take my approach and, get a little more power and consistency out of my game. And when I sent the information in on the review, I had 168 as my average in league play. And so I implemented what he told me into my game about standing tall, rolling the ball, and getting a good, just basically standing up tall and staying in control and letting the ball go through from the top. And, I got a little more balance and I'd done remarkably better. Now my average in league is 191 after 3 months.
Hey, Mark Baker here at my virtual studio, which happens to be my private 2-lane training center here in Orange County, California. Got your videos, got your notes. You average 168, but you've only been bowling for 1 year, so you're actually doing pretty good. And every video I do, it always comes down to the same thing. It always comes down to timing. That being said, let's check your timing out and get to your lesson. All right, Mike, here I have you queued up from the back. Let's go ahead and play this full speed. The video you sent me from the side is basically the wrong side, and the video is really glitched. So it's kind of hard for me it's not big enough for me to do a lot of good with it, but I can there's 2 videos I really want to go for. The first thing I do, on this one, your crossover's too big, come back at it, ball gets the right, good balance, and it goes to the nose. More importantly, this shot is what you're going to base your game on. This is the one you need to have more often. This one has great footwork. So we always build the game from the ground up. But you see there, that crossover step's perfect. Why? Because it catches the weight of your head. The other one goes too far over. Now watch what happens. Now you've got room for your second step to go slightly left. Pivot step is going to go slightly inside your head. So now you're going to slide pretty straight. That was really, really good. And I measure timing. So that one I like. On the lane. Looks like it hit the oil. Dead flush. Now let's go back to the other one. You will notice that the crossover step is much bigger. See, the other one stopped right there. This one keeps going. So now it's actually on the other side. I don't like that. Now your step comes in. Pivot step goes more to the right. Now your hip's in the way of your downswing. You slide across the line. Hand turns it early. It goes to the right early. Slows down too soon. And it goes to the nose. That's a direct result of your footwork. So let's go back to this before we talk about timing. Much straighter first step. Have to have room for that second step to go slightly left. Now your pivot step has somewhere to go. So when you go to slide and you go slide straight, there's no body part in the way. Look how much later your hand turned the ball, Mike. Then you turn it out by your toe. Then the ball's on line. Hits the pocket. Let's go back to the other one. These are the small things that make a big difference because the balls are so strong. Bigger crossover, walk back into it, slide rate, and then your hand turns it. There you go. So you've turned it back before your heel. Remember, Mike, there's only 2 places to turn a ball. You can turn the ball at the end of your toe, or you can turn the ball at your heel. One's effective, one results in splits. So the one where you turn the ball later out front of you, 2 things happen. Your accuracy gets better. It seems like you threw it better because the ball speed stays up because the ball slows down later, which makes it hit harder and the pins fall better. You just turned it early. You got it to the dry too soon. The ball slowed down right to the nose in good balance. So again, I want to go back to the one I like. So here's what we're going to work on. We're going to keep this footwork. First step, right there. It catches the weight of your head. I do not want this foot on the other side of your left foot. Second step's got to go left. So your pivot step can go dead straight under your head again. Then you slide straight. That'll allow you to turn the ball in the right place on the lane. And we're all good. Now, the other reason from the back, timing. I measure timing. When your slide foot gets flat in front of your head, your swing should be parallel to the floor. Again, I tried to use this video from the side. Nope, that one's from the front. I don't really do those too much. That's from the wrong angle. So here, what happens is, see how it kind of lost me a step? There you're in your first step. Next thing you know, you're on the top of your backswing. I can see your pivot step short of your head. But when your slide foot gets flat in front of your head, I guess we can make heads or tails of this. See that? Your slide foot's still up. Now your foot's down. See where the ball is here? That's super early. When you're in that position, preferably with the ball, when your arm would be here. So that would be the right timing. So you're super early. Let's go back to the videos that I can help you with. So how are we going to get your timing better? You have to eliminate the knee bend on your first 2 steps. Easy thing you can do is go to my website, markbakerbowling.com. On the very front, it's called the Games Changed video series. You click on that. I'm not even asking you to buy it. I prefer you bought the one-handed one, but as a favor to the well-seasoned player or a senior bowler, if you scroll all the way down on Vimeo, there'll be a free thing with me and Dave Husted, my best friend. It's a 5 or 6 minute helper for senior bowlers talking about these very specific things. And guess what, my friend? It's free. You watch it, you like it, maybe you buy the whole series or just the one-handed. So here we go. I want you to stay up right here. You have to get rid of this knee bend because what happens, Mike, when you drop your hips down there, see now you're dropped see your body, how forward it is? I want you to stay super tall in those first 2 steps. I'm going to show you Dave Husted from the side, my senior player. So now you're all bent over. So now when you bend down, the ball to your shoulders up high on the camera. Now the camera's static. See, you just dropped down. Now the ball's dropped. So it's not going to swing back, Mike. What's going to happen is you're going to pull it up. Well, guess what? When you pull it up, you have to pull it down. So again, when your slide foot gets flat in front of your head, your swing should be parallel. Now you're in pretty good shape because that right there, my friend, is your timing spot. That's where your arm should be when your foot gets there. So as you can see, you're a good 3 or 4 balls early in timing. That will lead to, on your notes, it said your most common miss, 50-50, left and right. Boom, your self-analysis, spot on. We got to work on your footwork being more consistent and your timing being better. So let me go show you a little preview here. It's not this view, but I'll show you Dave Husted so you understand what I'm talking about. So he's a senior player. You're new to the game, but Dave was really, really good back in his day. He won 3 U.S. Opens, the only player ever to win it back-to-back, and he's my best friend. So again, Dave 6'2", stands up tall. Dave doesn't bowl anymore. His knees are shot, so I want you to notice a few things. 6'2", right there. Minimal knee bend. Ball's out, not down in the second step. Head's not in front. Again, no crossover step. See that? His second step would be your first, so we'll start there. No crossover step. Second step goes slightly left. He's still up. Look at that in his second step. No knee bend. His shoulders are still up. Pivot step goes under his head. Now when his slide gets flat in front of his head, his ball is there. See, Mike, when you get here, your ball's there. So he's going to turn it at the end of his toe. And that's what it looks like. If we look at Dave from the same view you sent me. Here we go. See, Dave's shoulders stay up, and then the ball swings back. He trips down, gets there. See, there we go. There you go, Mike. See, when his foot gets out here, his ball's way up here, so that allows him to turn it right at the end of his toe every time. And this guy was really, really good. So I'm not expecting you to be Dave Husted, but I wanted you to have a look at it. So we'll go back to you real quick. So for only bowling for a year, you're doing actually well, because on your good shot, I loved your footwork. So again, we go back to the shot I like. That's the footwork I like. I want you to stay tall. See all this? I can tell by the wrinkle in your pants. I want no knee bend the first step. Remember this. You're just basically walking down the street the first 2 steps. And as you get older, I want you to decrease your knee bend, not add. It makes the ball hook later, makes you have more power. There's a killer. See, you drop, you're up, and then you're down. So when you're down, the ball can't swing because this is a fulcrum. When you drop your shoulder, the ball doesn't swing. Now the ball's dead. You have to pull it up, and then you have to pull it down. Timing's a little early. This one was actually your best timing, so you turned it in the right place, and voila, you had the best result. Timing is everything. I love your footwork on this one. I want you to work on that first step, not being so far inside. So that pivot step gets there. You slide straight. Get a little better timing. Add that rotation into your toe. Increase your accuracy. Increase the power of the ball in the back of the lane. And I look forward to your next set of videos. Mike, appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
This is obviously after the lesson, and this is on one of my better days. And I think that I've implemented a lot of what Baker had asked me to do. At least I have been trying to do that. It's a work in progress, and I'll keep trying, and I'll keep getting lessons.